And after more than 200 years in circulation, the U.S. Mint has stopped production of new pennies. And now collectors say interest in the coin is picking up.
Pricing right now on 2025 pennies has gotten crazy, which is normally 50 cents a roll. I've seen people paying up to $30 a roll right now for rolls of 2025 pennies.
Soon your nickels may make you wealthy. You may be sitting on hundreds or even thousands of dollars worth of nickels right now. Just a few months ago, I did a video on how your pennies can make you rich soon. And now we're seeing that after the stop of the production of the penny, it is causing a penny shortage and businesses are buying back pennies.
Loves, even McDonald's, warning customers about America's growing penny problem. Over the weekend, Giant Eagle supermarkets inviting penny hoarders to trade their stash for a gift card twice the value.
So I just walked out of Giant Eagle and it worked. I was in line for about a half hour for the penny exchange, but I got a gift card for $57.82.
Now in this video, I'm going to break down on what's going on with the U.S. coins and how you could be sitting on thousands of dollars right now and you don't even know it, and why you need to inspect that loose change that you have and what you need to look for in this video.
The copper coin's payroll rooted in a push to cut government spending. President Trump earlier this year ordering the Treasury Department to stop producing the 1-cent coins, with the U.S. Mint placing its last order back in May. One survey finding most Americans strongly or somewhat support the move. But now people are feeling the pinch.
Any size or type of business that deals with cash payments is going to have to implement strategies and policies on how to handle cash transactions when exact change can't be provided.
Now, the reason behind stopping the penny production, because the actual cost to produce the penny is about 4 cents now. And the value is only 1 cent for currency exchange. And this was costing the U.S. just to waste over $4 billion a year to make the penny. And so then with the stop of the production of pennies, this is now causing a ripple effect in the system. Even worse, though, is the nickel. The 5-cent nickel right now costs the U.S. 14 cents to actually produce. That's almost triple of what the actual value of exchange is worth. And now the U.S. may be looking at stopping the production of the nickel because it's even worse of a loss even over the production of the penny. Now, to understand what's going on, the US dollar is actually not money. It's currency. Now, it used to be money because it was a store of your economic value. When it was before the 70s, that's when the US dollar was pegged to gold. We were on the gold standard, which meant that they can limit the actual supply of what they can print of money pegged to how much gold reserves that the U.S. had. So you could take that dollar into the bank and trade it in for an amount of gold. Then Nixon took us off of the gold standard. Now, this allowed the U.S. to print more money. A lot of times you may hear what's called monetary policy set by the Fed. The Fed may actually increase the money supply, meaning dropping the interest rates. Another way, when you hear Congress and them saying stimulus, that is another way they expand the money supply. So whatever you're sitting on becomes less valuable because it's about supply and demand at that point. So the more of anything you have, the less valuable it is. So if you're a person with $100,000 in the bank, and they begin quantitative easing, your purchasing power get cut in half. So now you only have the purchasing power of $50,000 because they're diluting your money supply. So when it's coming down to the dollar, it's paper. And when it came down to your pennies and your nickels, these are actual metals. They have a real value. And with pennies, those that were actually made before 1981 have a large supply of copper. Copper is a commercial metal, and so they use it for plumbing, heating, wiring because it's a conduit. So it has actual value, use purpose. And so your dollar is just paper. This is why you're seeing people actually trying to hedge themselves from inflation by buying precious metals. So you can actually trade in that dollar for American currency, and it will be valued more than the exchange rate. For instance, this is a silver dollar. You know it as a American Silver Eagle. It's valued for currency exchange when you go to the store as a dollar. But if you try to buy this today, it's going to take you $77 in order to buy one of this, because silver has went up, gold has went up, because what's going on, the purchasing price of your dollar went down when they started doing the process of quantitative easing, dropping interest rates, and during the pandemic, adding on more stimulus. It diluted the money's purchasing power. So you needed more dollars to buy things. This is why you've seen the price of everything go up. It took more dollars to buy even a bottle of water, because the purchasing price of your dollar have went down. So essentially, they're robbing you of your most valuable asset, which is your time. You can get back more money, but you cannot get back more time. And so for me and other people to stop that from going on, I trade my money in for silver and even for gold. And as you can see, gold hit record prices now. So the price of an ounce of gold is over $4,000. So many people can't afford that. I buy either small grams of gold and switch out my actual money. I use that with Quicksilver, and that they have a wealth builder program. If you want to check that out, they'll take out whatever you set for the price of silver and gold and send it to your home. So that's one of the ways that I actually hedge myself from inflation. Silver is a commercial metal, so you need it for solar panels, and also you need it for even EV batteries. So it's now in high demand for a lot of technology. Now with you and your change, you need to hold on to that too. And people buy what's called constitutional silver. That's any nickels, dimes, even quarters made before 1964. So you want to really check your change and set any of that aside. If you have pennies made in 1981 and before, you want to separate those out, because those have a high content of copper. You need to sort those out, because there are certain ways that those may even be worth tons of money now, even with nickels, because there's something called numismatic type of coins. And now we see the Feds announcing that they're dropping interest rates, and this is going to expand the money supply, and you may see more inflation kick up. So you don't want to, at this point, to work for dollars. Think about it. Can you work and save $400,000, which is the average cost of the homes across the United States, in order to buy a home cash? Or is it better to clean up your credit and actually use your income as leverage to borrow to buy a home? And you want to make sure you're not saving in cash, that you're actually acquiring investments, assets. And so as they begin to print money, your prices of your assets go up. So that's what we're seeing with the coins. And if you want to clean up your credit, I have every year my credit kickoff in the month of January. And we start every Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time here on YouTube, teaching you ways on how you can increase your credit score by 100 points in 30 days. So if you want to join me for that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is absolutely free, and just hit your notification bell. Now, if you have coins currently, you might be sitting on nickels that are worth thousands of dollars. So I'm going to show you some of these nickels and coins that you need to look for in your change. And we're going to break down the values of those coins. Now, one of the most valuable nickels that you can find is the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. This is the undisputed king, with only 5 known, rumored to be illegal to produce during a transition, worth millions. As you can see in this article, they call it the holy grail of numismatic collectors. This 1913 Liberty nickel sells for $4.2 million. The second on our list is the 1937 D Buffalo nickel, the 3-leg Buffalo nickel. It's an era and the coin where the die was over polished, removing part of the bison's leg, extremely valuable in high grades. And as you can see here, the part of the buffalo leg is missing right above the 5 cents. And if you have one of these coins, some of the prices of this coin selling right now is over $22,000. Other Indian head nickels that you should look out for is the 1916 double dyed adverse is the DDO, a significant doubling of the date value. So if you see this kind of coin, you want to look for these types of markers. You can see here, the 1916, you can see an era in the 6. So if you see this, that makes the coin more rare. It can be the difference of a value of $12 to over $216,000. Another nickel that you should look for is the 1918, and this is the /7-D overdate. The 8-inch is struck over a 7-inch, a famous variety. So if you find that 1918 date, this is what that nickel will look like. And right now it's selling for over $1,500. Another Indian head nickel that you should look out for is the 1926-S, a key date from the San Francisco Mint. Now, this coin is being sold on eBay for an offer of over $80,000. Now, an Indian head nickel that's more common is the 1913D Type 2, a key date where the bison stands on flat ground and not a mount. Now, this coin is being sold right now for over $330. Also, the early shield nickels, the ones in 1867 proof with rays. These are extremely rare. Few exist, highly sought after by collectors. Now, this one is being sold for over $72,000. Now, what is also common to look for in your pocket right now is the wartime silver nickels, the dates of 1942 through 1945. These are made with silver, magnesium, and copper. Check the mint mark of P, D, and S. As you can see here, it's a set being sold right now for over $150 because these are 35% silver. And these are common that you might find in your actual spare change. So make sure you look out for these dates. Now, some other places you can look for these coins may be at estate sales. People who are selling items because a loved one passed away might not even know that they're sitting on some rare coins. Or even if you had a loved one that passed away, especially with a lot of Black people from the South, their grandparents may have stashed coins and loose change in metal containers. And in those eras, those are actually more valuable because they were made with more silver. So that loose change you may need to look at, and you may even have one of these rare coins. Additionally, check your own stash. You may be sitting on thousands of dollars and you personally don't even know it. Many of us have those big water jugs full of change. You need to examine it and make sure you pull out a lot of these dates to the side, because even with pennies, I didn't get a chance to break down all the pennies. That's very valuable. You may be sitting on a collector's item, even maybe worth millions. So hopefully this information is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. More detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.